Shorty. Hello. How are you this evening, Shorty? Completely understand. Doing very well. I think we need to water the grass this evening, though. Hello, David. How are you? Thank you very much. We are from Connecticut. Connecticut. Where are you from? Gina, hello. Gina, how are you doing this evening? How is your Mother's Day? You are from Switzerland. What is the weather like in Switzerland right now? What is the average temperature in Fahrenheit? Hello, Kat. I might let Shorty respond how today's Mother's Day was, Gina. It was interesting to say the least. 22 degrees Celsius, I'm assuming, right? Yes. Yes, we got through the day, though. We got through the day. What is 22 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? I'm not too sure. Well, nobody got hurt. You know, it was, I don't know how to describe how today was. It was interesting. That's the only way to describe it. It was interesting. 71 degrees. Yes, that's about what it is here in Connecticut. Yes, we are all okay. We are all okay. The water does look like glass. Yeah, definitely does. It would be a much more quieter evening if the neighbors' kids weren't yelling and screaming outside right now, that's for sure. I sell roads. Did y'all see the blue jay right there? Who saw the blue jay? I saw the blue jay. I would imagine the blue jay will be back. Oh, I see the blue jay to my left. He's off camera. Bradley Sharp saw the blue jay swoop in towards the bird feeder. Right over there by Rosie. Rosie the turtle. Bradley, getting ready to open your pool. Where are you from, Bradley? Gina says it was raining. 74 today. No pool time in her 16 by 32 Intex pool. Maryland. Somewhere near the Mason-Dixon line, I assume. Let's see if I... All right, it's a good question. What do I do for a living? Nariman? Yep, near the Mason-Dixon line. Ryan asking if we have a garden. We do not have a garden inside the pool area, but we do have plants inside the pool area. We used to have a garden. South Valley, thank you for joining in on the live stream. Greatly appreciated. Your interaction was interesting, to say the least. Wavy, I am not prepared to jump into the pool at a cool 60 degrees or so. I do have a thermometer in the pool. And to answer what I do for a living, I install vinyl liners in swimming pools and renovate swimming pools and bring them back to their original state of glory when some of them were built in the 1970s, the 1980s, the 90s. And now I'm even doing liner replacements that were built in the 2000s. So yeah, that's what I do for a living. Well, thank you for understanding, Wavy. I appreciate that very much. I could, however, be persuaded, but I mean, I don't want to embarrass myself on international, on the international stage. I'm not prepared for that. 66 degrees in New Jersey. I like New Jersey. I don't like that you cannot pump your own fuel in New Jersey, though. I don't like that someone else has to pump your fuel. I do like going to Atlantic City. Thank you very much, Gina. Gina says that I do awesome work. Gina, I appreciate that. You've been with us for a long time, Gina. All the way back when Mason was here. I remember when you told me to be nice to Mason, and I kind of was like, hey, what's the deal? Why are you picking on me? I'm doing the best I can. I don't know if you remember all that, but well, yeah. I mean, Atlantic City definitely is dangerous, but when I go to Atlantic City, I usually stay like in the hotel. Like my wife and I, we don't really we don't venture out from whichever hotel we're at, but there's definitely some riffraff running around inside the hotels too. But hello, hello with the flowers. 7-2. The magnolia tree. I was so worried the magnolia tree was going to get trampled today, but I was surprised at how well the patio held up during all the commotion. I have no idea, because I mean, I know that my wife stayed to do a little bit of the cleanup, and I came back and everything looked normal. So whatever you did a fantastic job. And Wavy, Gina misses Mason. I'd like to assume that Mason is in a much better place with his dad, learning the electrical trade. And there's nothing better than a father and son relationship in the working trades like that. I did that with my father for a couple years before I met my wife, and it was good for me. Ryan, hello. How are you, Ryan? I do like the Borgata, Wavy. I do like the Borgata. The Borgata is definitely where it's at. The Hard Rock's pretty cool. Why is my pool anorexic? I'm assuming your question is, why is the pool skinny? Well, we don't have a lot of room, and we didn't really want a big pool. And I built the pool out of plywood and scrap parts from my job. And everything that we got here was from like an estate sale, a tag sale, a marketplace deal, from recycled from my work. And we just put it all together. It's kind of like we were artists on a blank canvas. We just took some rustic parts and some new parts, put it all together. And now we're just waiting for the grass to grow. Yeah, we definitely like it, Wavy. We definitely like it. It's nothing more, that's for sure. I can hear my dog. Patrick, hell yeah. Swimming pools is my trade. Swimming pools. But I did watch This Old House growing up with Norm Abrams. Lisa Jones says hello. Hello, Lisa Jones. With all things considering dumpster fire, I do like this question. I think my wife would understand why. Am I weird for eating corn on the cob the long way? We had somebody dump a corn on the cob in our driveway. Well, I'm sure there'll be some squirrel. We got some before I come in tonight, I'll definitely throw it out in the woods. The remainder of the cob. Hey, Bailey. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Tornado Garden from Mississippi. How are you? How's the sandbag project come along? Are you winning the battle with the town? 7-2. Bye-bye. Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night. Oh, Missouri. I thought you were Mississippi. At one point, were you associated with Mississippi? I must be completely losing my mind. Haley, hello? Okay. Thought I was losing my mind there. It's too early to go swimming for me. The water is too cold. So my pool is probably 65. 65 as well. It might even be a little bit colder than that. No. No. No, because if my memory serves me correctly, I think I've been down this road before. Yo, Scuba Steve, what's up, my man? Apparently not what I'm looking to have it be talking about, that's for sure, Dwight. The rain has been brutal. Brutal. Oh, my dad lives in Florida. Never heard of it. Gino, we gave our lawn the first cut today. I had to jump my lawnmower with the Jeep. Oh man. Already 3 cuts. I think my neighbor's got 2 in already. I was gonna mow the lawn maybe about a week ago, but then that's when I realized that I had to jump the tractor. I knew that the tractor had a dead battery, so I was just like, okay. And it's kind of hard to explain like where the tractor is. It wasn't like very easy for me to just get a jump in there. I had to move a bunch of things. I had a bunch of stuff in the way, needless to say. Oof. Yeah, my lawnmower we broke the, I don't know what it's called, the belt that goes around and makes the blades turn. That thing broke. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna cut the grass inside here in the pool area. We were talking about, because we have like one of those old school 1950 lawnmowers, you know, that you just push it and then I was like, well, I could weed whack it, but I think I need to get like a little mower. Jessica wanted to get an electric mower, and I was laughing at her. Yeah. I just didn't want to run the extension cord around the pool. But I think some of those electric lawnmowers actually run on a battery, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess like that would be the thing. Is like I guess if you wanted to get an electric lawnmower with the ones with the batteries, I think I would be okay with that. I was thinking that we would have to run extension cords and stuff like that, but oh, garage doors are no joke. I once drove my van through a garage door at my boss's garage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want. I'd rather have the battery powered one. Battery powered, 24 volt, 40 volt, or a gas powered one. I don't know. I am excited to see how the grass grows in here, though. We need grass killer and weed cutter. Grass cutter, weed killer. Grass cutter. It's almost sunset. I would say in about 20 minutes. 30 minutes. Yep. Yeah, that's right. We need a bagger. Bagger. For the record, I did say we need a bagger. Shorty. Tornado. Tornado. You never told me how you made out with the sand that was spilling over into the road. And the town was gonna fine your neighbor, I believe is what you said. Tornado. I'm trying to think what your real name is, Tornado. Could I have a guess of like 3? Like, give me like 3 names, one of them being the real one, and see if I can guess it. Found one with a bagger, $40. Is it battery operated? Battery operated. And do the batteries charge? There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions. What's the seller like? Does he sell every day? What are some of the things that you do when you buy on Marketplace? Do you just go with the first deal that you see? Do you do your little research? Ugh. Extension cord needed. No good. No good. No good. I need to think about it a little bit. We obviously do not need a lawnmower right now. I think we have about 3 weeks ish before we'll actually need a lawnmower. It's a lot of tag sales from now and then, a lot of estate sales from now and then, a lot of flea markets from now and then. Bend over, nice pool. Bend over, nice name. Thank you very much. 42222 over. I'd love to show other parts of the pool, but it gets kind of boring. I think we can switch the view up a little bit. Gina found a perfect bedroom set. I love Marketplace. All right, let's see. Let's see. So in the shallow end, it's 4 feet, 48 inches, and then in the deep end, it's 5'6". 5'6". Yep. Yeah, I was just asking Jessica. Was it today? I believe. How much we paid for the hot tub? Just today. Yeah, I'm just to tell you. I would almost do a cannonball, but I'm definitely not doing a cannonball. I don't know. Looks cool. All right, let's do another view. I'll come over here to the bridge. That's Rosie. Rosie's not doing so well. Let's see. Let's try over here. Let's see. Ooh. Drop the angel. The angel's okay though. Yeah, I don't know. Bailey. Bailey's barking up a storm. What's that? Oh yeah? Let's see it. Brennan's graduation banner? Yeah. Let's reveal it let's reveal it right there on the patio. How long is it? Our son is graduating high school in what, a month? A month or so? Yeah. Oh, wow. Let's hold that up. That's great.
Oh.
That's cool. It's cool. I bumped my head on this too.
Hey, they didn't turn the way you know.
Yeah, my head turned. My head turned on it, that's for sure.
Tell Gina she's got to make a trip.
Gina's what?
Tell Gina she's got to make a trip. June 14th, she's got to come to the party.
Yeah, June 14th, Gina, we're having a party. June 14th. Our dog is an American Bulldog. American Bulldog. Yeah, we had the fire department here today, right?
Oh, fire department, ambulance.
Yeah, that was the fire department, paramedics. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Now this is the calm after the storm. The calm after the storm. But thank you, Gina. Yep. Yep. June 14th. From what I understand, there's going to be quite a few people here, but you know, it's like I've kind of been through inviting people to parties, and then you know, it's like you always get like a certain amount of people that come and go throughout the day, and you know, it's never like the amount of crowd that you see at a rock concert or something like that, you know. You might get like, you know, 20, 30 people or something like that, but there's always a core of like 5, 6, 7 people that are always here. Yeah, Bailey is a big dog. He's a big baby, but he protects his household very well. He's getting old. Not much time left with that dog, that's for sure. Do you have any, you might have told me, but do you have any animals, Gina? Cats, dogs, birds? Gerbils? It's terrible. What kind of dog? What kind of dog? 3 parrots. Cockatoo. Pincher. Cockatoo. My mom had parakeets, cockatiels. I don't know if that's the difference between a cockatoo. But coffin, cockatoo. My mom also had one of those macaw parrots, I think. Macaw. It was a big parrot. And it would shed its wings. And my mom would save them and then she would sell them. A miniature pincher. See, I'm gonna have to go and see what a pincher looks like. What a miniature. I mean, I can kind of envision. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you. It's definitely no fun seeing your loved ones suffer. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, the last cat we had, Bandit. Bandit passed away. Wow. 24 years old. That's awesome. I would save their eggs too. That last job that I did, the one with Steve the donkey, the homeowner had a goat's egg, and then she tells me that people sell them on eBay. I couldn't believe it. Pincher. What made you select, like, what made you choose getting a pincher? Was there something about the breed that you liked, or? I don't know. I'm trying to think what I would. I don't know. I think if I was gonna get another dog, I'd probably want to get a pit bull. Yeah. Animals need a place to live too. You know. And we have a lot of birds around here. Jessica feeds the birds, squirrels. But we definitely got a lot of birds. Yeah, I swear, I think goat eggs. I'm trying to think what she called them. Were they goose eggs, maybe? Maybe they were goose eggs. I don't know. It was a big egg. It was the size of a baseball, though. Yeah, it's like perfect timing right now. I feel like I could zoom in just a touch. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, well, my wife Jessica, she wants to have a farm of rescue animals. I think we're rescuing frogs right now. We need the we gotta get lily pads. Lily pads. There we go, Vern. Vern. Ernest. That's what Ernest goes camping. Ernest from the 90s. He used to always talk about Vern. Yeah, Doberman. Doberman would be cool. My dad has a German Shepherd. I don't know. I don't want to think about losing my dog right now. That's just sad. Can't help it though. Sometimes it just creeps up on your brain like that. Goose eggs. So are they really? They sell goose eggs on eBay? Like I never looked it up, but she she called me out on that. That's funny. I could have gone the rest of my life thinking that goats produce eggs. I'm assuming, you know, that's dumb. Yeah. Yeah, I want to get some lily pads for the pond. I swear, every time when I was walking by the pond this morning, like I swear I heard frogs making noises at me. It was the weirdest thing. I thought Jessica had bought like some kind of motion censored frog or something like that that would make a ribbit noise when you walk by. But apparently I was either A, hearing things, or B, there was really a frog in there making noises. Frogs? Goose eggs. Goose eggs. Goose eggs are good, not frogs. I've never had either. Never had either. My dad's dog is a German Shepherd, and she's really sweet dog. I don't know that I would want a German Shepherd though. Doberman. Rottweilers. Rottweiler's got a short tail. That's weird, but not a problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. Well, back to work tomorrow. Back to work tomorrow. Chiropractor first thing in the morning, as always. It's the best way to start my week. Chiropractor. Almost sounds like we're at a concert. That's what I'm actually looking at. I'm looking at all the planes going by. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I had a little bit of experience working on pools that are where the groundwater table, like in Charleston, South Carolina. I don't know how many inches below sea level or above sea level that is, but basically they said that when they would dig, like groundwater would be like 2 feet or less sometimes, which is pretty crazy. But they had like different systems of controlling groundwater. Like they always called that well points, where they would essentially, I think, like where they would drill a pipe down into the ground below the depth of the pool itself on the bottom, and then like tie it all in, and then pump it with a pool pump or something like that. I don't know. They call it well points, but I know that fiberglass pools, they always have like 10 inch 10-inch pipe that goes down into the ground so that they can drop a pump down in there and pump the groundwater out. But it's all about controlling the groundwater, I guess. And we've got some situations where the groundwater is so bad where they literally have to run a pump 24/7 to keep the groundwater back. And and if the pump shuts off for just a couple minutes, the groundwater starts to come up and you don't have much time. So we actually had a backup system so that if something did happen to the pool pump that is pumping the groundwater, the other backup pump would be able to be turned on so that the other pump could be serviced. So it's just never seen a pool with a liner. I hear that a lot. I definitely hear that a lot. Um, I got a couple people that chime in, that don't, speak, that, say they don't like liners. It's all about where you're from, geography. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just I'm from New England, and all I know, I mean, there's a lot of liner pools around here. There is a company that builds, the gunite pools, the cement pools, and you know, they do pretty good. There's a lot of people that get them. You know, I just, you know, one thing I learned, like when you go to Atlantic City, you know, it's just everybody's trying to sell a product. You know, that's all it is. It's just a product that someone's trying to sell and someone's trying to make a profit on, and somebody's trying to install it. Someone's trying to make a living. You know, it's just, you know, it all starts with the engineers. You know, but hello, hello, Phil. Hello, Phil. I don't know. I can tell you that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It's all about learning, you know, your soil conditions, for one, you know, learning what you're dealing with. And I think they have soil reports, you know, town halls and things like that, but I don't know. Anything's possible though. If you can't build a pool in the ground, you build it above the ground. You know, they got some pretty nice on-ground pools. You know, on-ground pools. Say that 3 times fast. On-ground pools, on-ground pools, on-ground pools. But we've built a couple of those over the years. They got some nice ones out there. I don't know what they're called, but yep, yep. Groundwater's a battle sometimes. You know, there's certain towns that we work in where you're like, oh, we're working in this town. We know we're hitting groundwater. Tomorrow's job does not have groundwater. I believe. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But my pool does not have groundwater. No groundwater. Which is great. Well, folks, Gina, it's been a heck of a day. I appreciate you sitting out here with me in my backyard, just reflecting and interacting. Appreciate it a lot. I really do. I wish you nothing but the best as far as someday trying to have that pool that you have, you know, like in your head. You know, everybody has like that dream backyard somewhere in their head, and you know, you just never know. You just never know. I never dreamed of this backyard ever. I never wanted it. I never wanted it. And now that I have it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take care of this. So I don't know. I don't think you're right. I think there's somebody out there that cares what I'm saying. If there's one person that cares, and I think I can trust that Gina cares. And my wife Shorty, Tornado, he probably cares. But I appreciate you chiming in and watching and listening to what I'm saying anyway with the womp womp womp. Yeah, I know. It looks terrible, doesn't it? You see the little camper in the background with the tarp? Who does something like that? Who has a tarp on top of their camper? Gina, you have a good night as well. It's a good time to chime off. Good way to say goodnight. And I'll talk to you future video. And have a good night. Blessings, always. Blessings.